Kia ora koutou, nā mai, hara mai, and welcome to Tahuna Park in Otipoti, Dunedin for this round 5 Farah Cup clash between the Otago Spirit and the Taranaki field. Sunny day here in Dunedin. We've got a blustery southerly blowing from the one end of the ground to the other. And joining me in the commentary today, I've got Julia Gorinsky, 65 game Otago Spirit veteran. Julia, stunning day for some running rugby, do you reckon?
Yeah, the sun's out, which is great. I'm sure the teams would prefer if it wasn't quite so windy, but you get that out by the sea sometimes, so we're just going to have to adapt. Yeah,
and obviously for the Otago Spirit here, we can see some flags out on the field. Reunion week, the Otago Union recognising 25 years of the Otago Spirit team. Like we talked about earlier, the Otago women's team's been around for about 35 years. It's pretty cool to see some of the old players back in town and reminiscing their playing days.
Yeah, we had a bit of an event last night, so there might be a few sore heads amongst the ex-players today, but we've had another great turnout today. Had a cool jersey presentation this morning with the Otago Spirit team, and we'll go on to another event tonight. So great occasion, and I'm sure the Spirit girls will be fired up to put on a good performance for their ex-players.
And certainly a lot on the line. Obviously Otago Spirit securing a home semi-final next week, not sure who against. For the Taranaki Fio, obviously been a bit of a tougher season for them, but they'll be wanting to end the season on a high and hopefully leave Dunedin with some good memories and a good time on and off the field.
Yeah, certainly nothing to lose for them, so they'll be wanting to finish on a high. They've had a bit of a difficult journey getting down here with some delayed flights, but I'm sure they'll brush that off and get right into it.
So you see them out here, the Taranaki field, running out here onto Tahuna Park. Tahuna Park, hosted the first ever All Blacks game in Dunedin in 1905. It's good to see first class rugby back here. They're going to have the wind at their back this afternoon, Julia, for this first half, and so I imagine they'll be looking to use that. Their 10 there, Rosie Moffat, we're looking to put the ball to boot and try to find some 50-22s.
Yeah, I'm sure, and I definitely think Rosie Moffat will be a player to watch. She's had some pretty unreal attacking and defensive stats for the year, so she'll really lead the team around the park.
And here she is, the veteran Graham Muir, leading out the Otago Spirit team to a great applause from the crowd. Big smile on her face. Does Graham ever do anything without a smile on her face, Julia?
No, and she just seems to be getting better with age. The rest of us slowed down and she seemed to get quicker, so excited for another big performance from her.
And then our referee today, Georgia Mason, this is her 29th provincial game. She played FPC rugby 2013 to 2018, so great to see a player transitioning to the behind the whistle.
Yeah, for sure. We need more referees, so it's cool to see a lot more players transition into that role these days.
So we're just about to get underway. It looks like Taranaki Fair, they're going to kick off, like we say. They're going to have the wind at their back at this first half. It's a blustery wind, probably up 50 k's an hour at its peak, so we'll play a role in this game, but we'll see how here Otago Spirit take this kick off. Got a wee ball girl here coming up. Do you know the story here, Julia?
I'm not sure of the exact name. I do recognise her. But cool to have, we've had quite a few younger girls involved in the weekend, so it's cool to see the next generation coming through.
So it's going to be the Taranaki Fio to kick off. Otago Spirit playing into the wind this first half. Over to the referee, Georgia Mason. See there, that wind just getting a wee bit of assistance as Pringle takes it down and Hollows leaves it behind her, so cleaned up there by Fitzgerald. She goes into contact inside their own half. Peyton, nice and patiently to Muir. Muir once again breaks through the line and she offloads nicely there to Hill. She finds Sopawanga. Sopawanga throws it out the back. It's going to be tied up there by Vahafuzwaga. She's going to fend off two players there. She finds contact inside the attacking half. Peyton distributes nicely out to Hill. She finds a nice tip on there to the winger on the far side. That will be Tiafai Campbell. There you go, Leela Hill here. Nice that footwork, evading contact as it's been stripped away there, and that will be Latu getting the ball back for Taranaki. And they'll try probably play a phase or two here and get it on the boot, get it down the other end of the field. It goes through the back line, met by solid defence there. So the ruck's formed inside their own half. Strong carry there by Otene. Sorry, that's the number 8. So it comes out here for Taranaki, just going through the phase. Oh, they've spilt it there, and it's going to be picked up there by Hill. But then the turnover is going to go, so they'll play advantage for the knock on there, Julia. Not keen to use the wind too early there, Taranaki.
No, looks like they're wanting to carry it. That's an unfortunate knock on there, but I think if they can hold on to the ball for a few phases, they might like to, if they can get it out to their backs, they might be able to show some promise. So
midfield scrum here for Otago Spirit. It's always exciting for the backs here, Julia. They've obviously got a split attack, options either side. Look for something special here.
Yep, absolutely.
So it'll be pattern to feed the scrum. First scrum of the day. And just free sitting there as both front rows find their own. Otago will be looking for some early up front dominance. Doyle will be looking to work hard on that tight head side.
Yep, no, the front row will certainly be looking forward to getting into the first scrum.
So ready for this reset. Maddie Flutie in her first start at 10, directing the traffic.
Yeah, really cool opportunity for Maddie. She has come off the bench for the season and more played in the wing and fullback position, so really excited to see her lead the team around today at 10.
So gone down again on that tight head side for the Spirit, so referee Mason just goes across. Again, just trying to get those expectations set nice and early. Third time lucky here. Otago ready to launch some attack into this strong wind here at Tahuna Park. See there, Peyton feeding the ball. Pretty good scrum parity there, so she goes to the open side. Finds Flutie early on. Flutie gets on the outside of her opponent, runs behind Atafai Campbell, but Flutie keeps going, fends off one, leaves it inside for her, and it's been picked up there by Atafai Campbell. So Otago trying to recycle the ball, but it's messy, and Taranaki have got their hands in there. They've managed to pick it up, so Taranaki will come forward. Just going to pick up a jersey number there, but Taranaki make nice wee set there. And Otago's got in there, Graham Muir, and she's got the tap. Graham Muir fends her off. She's rough and running Muir. And can she go all the way? Graham Muir pulled up 2 metres short there. Otago hot on attack off that penalty from Muir. She took the quick tap. Peyton trying to get it out, but it's messy again. Offload there by Vahasuvaga. She's gone to Hollows. Hollows there just right on front of that line. They're working hard there, Otago Spirit. Moves the point of attack across. It's Leela Hill. Strong carry there from the South Otago lock. Again though, just held up a few metres short. Peyton again finds Flutie. Pringle, nice tip line there to Sarah Jones, and she's going to crash on over next to the post. Otago Spirit will be stoked with that, Julia. Build a few phases there, and Sarah Jones crashes on over.
Yeah, but it probably still goes back to that turnover from Graham Muir and then a tap and go from her. Standard in what we've come to expect from Greer, but no, Otago will be pretty happy to get over the line.
Yeah, if you look at the stats for this season, Graham Muir for Jackal success, she's got 6 of them. That will be her 7th. She's 2nd overall in the competition. You can see why as Maddie Flutie lines up a kick. She'll be happy with Sarah Jones there putting it down next to the post. Yes. With this hard wind, it's pretty hard to kick into it.
Yeah, no, good start to Otago. A little bit frazzled, a few offloads not going to hand, but they'll look to settle into it now. And I'm sure Taranaki, if they can just look to hold on to some ball, they can show us what they've got on attack as well.
Yeah, I wonder if the captain on the post there maybe just said, hey, let's use this wind. It's there. Let's kick the ball down there. I know Liv Fowler's been elusive on attack, on counter attack, but hard playing rugby in your own half.
Exactly.
So Flutie takes the kick there, 7-0 to Otago. As we get back underway here in this round 5 clash, the Fio go high. Early call from Jones, the try scorer, and she's taking it there, looking for a strong carry. Ball in 2 hands, she beats the first one. Ball comes back nicely for Peyton, who looks to snipe, finds Doyle. Strong carry there from Doyle, driving those legs, getting gain line carry. Options either side, and Peyton goes to the open side. Fowler finds on the intercept side, Pawanga again, so elusive, but she's isolated there, and Taranaki Fio over the ball. Oh, that's hard. That looks hard there. She looked like she had a clear release, but advantage there for the Otago Spirit. So they're going to sit outside here, 60 metres out from the try line. Peyton looks to go snipe. No, she goes back to the open, and it'll be Hill. Strong carry from Hill. Oh, she looks for the offline. That's going to go forward, but will come back for the penalty advantage. There, Taranaki Fio over the ball, but no clear release, says referee Mason. So Panga was a wee bit isolated there, Greer.
Yeah, I think they were a bit unlucky there, but we can't see it all from up here. But no, they're defending well, keeping Otago reasonably contained.
Interesting here from the Spirit to go for the scrum, Julia. Obviously, they're happy with their starter plays. Confident.
Yeah, I imagine they're opting for a scrum. I don't know how fun the lineouts will be in this wind, so this might just be a bit more of a secure option for them.
You see this back line here stacked out on this one side. Atafai Campbell in her first start back for the Spirit this season. Look for her to get her hands on the ball early for a strong carry. But you've got to lay the platform first, and Otago Spirit looks like they're holding back the fight of the Taranaki. So Flutie goes for the wrap round there. Options all round and finds Atafai Campbell, who passes on to Fowler. Fowler goes, finds Church. Church ball in the right hand, left hand, looks for a fend off. She breaks 1, she breaks 2. She keeps those legs driving, goes well into the Taranaki half. Front foot ball here for Otago to Muir. Looks for that tip. No, she shows and goes. She makes gain line once again. Short side's on, but they go open. Flutie finds Doyle in a hole. Doyle in a big leg driving hole there. But straight over the ball there was Otene from the field. Here comes Ricky Fitzgerald. Good wee carry from there. Getting over that gain line once again. Payton comes short. She snipes and she's off. Abigail Patton beats one, beats two. Offloads there to Fowler. Fowler tackled 5 metres out. Otago Spirit hot on the ball here. Payton again goes out. Doyle once again shoulders on. Breaking through tackles as Payton looks to snipe again but gets caught there. Good tackle there from the blindside flanker and Webby. Comes back to the open side, finding Pringle. Good wee offload there on a strong line. Breaking one tackle once again. Again, Sopawanga. Vahavusawaga, she fends off one. She's such a strong fender there. She's breaking tackles. She's going to be held up there, probably 2 or 3 metres short. Come back to the open side to Doyle. Good tip line there to Fitzgerald. Gets that fend out, trying to get over that line. Otago just being patient here as they build their phases up. Flutie inside ball, to nobody, but it's play on, it's gone backwards, so Payton finds Hollows. Getting out towards that edge, you got Gomez, offload to Atafai Campbell. To Atafai Campbell, strong carry from her. Takes 3 Fio players to get her down. Oh, good counter-ruck there from the Fio though, putting Abigail on her ass. They come back to the open side, Ricky Fitzgerald. Strong carry here, up the midfield, setting up either side there. Patton comes slowly there to Flutie. Greer runs a down line, and Greer stands nice and upright looking for an offload, but doesn't quite have the support there. The Fio over that, can they get the turnover? Oh, we've got the advantage there against the number 8, Poindexter. Again, Greer was a wee bit isolated, but just couldn't quite get that clear release.
Taranaki have had pretty good scramble defence here to their credit, and they are putting pressure on Otago at the breakdown, but unlucky not to get a turnover there, and we'll see what Otago can do here. Looks like they're lining up for a bit of a special move.
Matt Doreen, special tap move. They come to the blind side. Patton, she's got options everywhere. Fowler gets one-on-one, but a good tackle there from the winger on this far side. Robertson. Patton goes again by herself. She gets tackled high, but she gets over and scores the try, Abigail Patton. Second try for the Spirit there. She's a nuggety wee halfback, Abigail Patton, isn't she, Julia?
She certainly is, and she turns up everywhere. No, that was cool. Cool wee tap move there from Otago, and they're rewarded with a nice try.
And you see they're just building the pressure, Otago Spirit not getting too flustered. Inside ball went to nobody, but they didn't panic and just went back to getting some strong carries from their forwards.
Yep, forwards certainly laying the platform, but ultimately you can see we are Otago is working towards the edges to our speed out wide. But I think all in all, Taranaki, they only got off a plane an hour and a half ago and have had to come straight into the field and get on with it. So I think their scramble D is pretty good. Just be nice for them to get a bit of ball and hold on to it so they can show us what they can do on attack.
Yeah, well, you see in the stats there, Tangi Latu, she's in the top for the dominant tackles in this competition. You can see why there's some stinging tackles going in there. So they're certainly making the Spirit work for it, as we see Sarah Jones with the kick there, just going to the left of the post, pretty hard kicking into that wind.
Very difficult kicking conditions, and I know that Sarah Jones is not the typical kicker for Otago, but injuries has given her the call up today.
So just seeing here, Taranaki coming back for another kick-off, trying to get the ball in hand and get some phases. They've done a lot of work on defence so far in this fixture. Yeah, nice long kick there from Taranaki. Is it going to hold up with that window? Is it going to bounce and go dead? No, it's going to bounce up. Great work there. So Church picks us up. Church coming out of her own 22. Good strong carry from her. She busts the first tackle. She busts 3. Then offloads to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald there gets a Otago Spirit ball just outside their 22. Great carry there from Church as Muir goes into contact. Bumps off Latu. See you later, she says. Pringle, good clean out there. Front foot ball for Otago. Now Hill's turn. She's going to carry strongly, gets an offload to Flutu, finds Sopawanga. Naomi Sopawanga, she beats one, offloads to Fahasuvaga. She's got the offload there out the to Fowler. Fowler's going to carry, she straightens up to halfway. High tackle advantage, says Mason. Otago Spirit have got the ball just in their own half as Payton goes in looking for it. She goes short side and hits Atafai Campbell. She beats one and tries to keep the ball alive, but will come back for the penalty advantage. And that all started with a strong carry from Jamie Church, Julia.
Yeah, and you can see Otago's intent there, right well and truly in our 22 and still looking to run it out. Obviously not ideal kicking conditions, but that sort of has been Otago's style this year, run it from anywhere.
Interesting, they're going to go for touch here. Flutie's going to put it on the boot, so obviously they back their line out with this wind. Obviously used the scrum so far, but Tegan Hollows, she's played Super Rugby, she's played Mata too. She's made for this.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got a good plan here. They'll be wanting to get a line out under their belt.
For those that don't know, Julia obviously calling the line-outs for Spirit, part-time line-out coach too, so she's anticipating this one as they go to the back and find Fitzgerald. Great take from the Dunedin lock. And we come to the midfield here. Oh, dummy from Sopawaga and goes back door, but just misses Flutie, so she's got to come back and clean up. No one's dived on the ball. It's been kicked through there by Barbara. Barbara goes through, but it's going to be Sarah Jones getting back there. She's going to pick up, and she's going to make it up. The former Tasman fullback. She's got the ball in two hands. Steps off the left and finds a ruck just outside the 22. Payton finds her carry in Doyle. Doyle's big, strong carry from her. Gets taken down there by Otene. So Payton comes out again, rushing up in the midfield there. You've got the number 4, Nielsen, trying to put some pressure on, but look at Vahasavuvaga. She's come out, she's breaking through, she's on her own. She's going to fight it nicely there to Gomez. Gomez puts the foot down. And it's going to be Ella Gomez. She thinks she's going to get caught, so she passes on to her teammate. Tauta Campbell. She's going to score the try, but I reckon Gomez could have gone herself then, Julia.
I think Gomez had the legs. She just wanted to give her her ex-club teammate the glory there.
Gomez found space on the edge. She's usually played lock in the tight, and she's on the edge, and look at that. She finds space and she puts the foot down.
Yeah, she's certainly a very talented, very intelligent rugby player, and she's easily made the transition from the tighties and the locks, moving out to blindside flanker for Otago this year.
But it was all started there by Charlotte Vahavusuwaga. She's in her Blazer game today, 15th game for the Otago Spirit, and she had that ball in two hands, and she just ran through that defence.
Yeah, she's very deceptive, Charlotte. Defensive team's worst nightmare, really.
Loves a strong fend there, so we see Flutie's turn with the tee. She strikes it pretty well. It's not going to quite have the legs, but it's going to make it 17-0 here at Tahuna Park. The Otago Spirit up over the Taranaki Whio. But again,
it was an end-to-end effort, really. Taranaki were in with a chance here, but Sarah Jones got back to tidy it up and turned it around for sure.
And I think as a forward, you can't be more happy with your kick-off person when they put it that deep. I mean, that's all they could do with that win. The ball popped up. It's just getting that width on D here for the Taranaki Whio. It's going to be Moffat again. She goes high. Jones calls for it and she puts it down, and then Tegan Hollows picks it up from in front of her. That should be potential offside, but I think we're going to play the scrum or play the knock on. Play the knock on there. So Jones knocking on the kickoff, and finally Taranaki Whio. They get a chance on attack, Julia. They'll be looking forward to this.
I'm excited to see what Rosie can do for the Taranaki Whio here. It'll be good for them to have a real attacking opportunity.
In the midfield here, you've got Mudridge and Barbara looking here for maybe a bit of a crash ball. But first they've got to get the scrum ball back. At the back there you've got Poindexter. No winger on the blind side position. They're going to go to the open. Ball goes in. Strong scrum there from Taranaki, and they come out. So here we go. Taranaki going to go through their hands. They go out the back door. Oh, the ball just goes down on the outside there. Pressure comes up from Fowler. Where's the ball going to come up? It's going to come out on the Otago side. So Atafai Campbell picks it up for Otago. Now Muir carries it once again, shows and goes. Offloads well to Jones. Jones beats one, beats two. Can she get the offload off? No, not quite there to Fitzgerald. Otago Spirit back on attack. Space on the edges. Can they get the ball there? Back door from Doyle. Sopawanga to Pringle. Pringle going to give. She's going to find Hollows. Hollows draws and passes. It just goes behind Church. And it's going to find touch there just on halfway. We've seen again, though, the Spirit trying to make the most of that turnover ball and get to that edge.
Certainly trying to get it to the width, just didn't quite go to plan there, but you could see what Tegan Hollows was trying to do, draw the last defender in and give Jamie Church all the space she needed. And
you could see there Taranaki off that scrum, you saw Robertson and Barbara try to connect, just pass going a wee bit behind as it can do in wins like this. So line out straight in front of us. That win just picks that ball, so it's going to be a Otago again. Flutie goes to Muir. Muir this time past it, no show and go. Goes to Jones. Vahavusuwaga, she's going to step on the outside. Finn comes up. Can she get the offload off? No, she can't, but she's well inside that Spirit attacking half. Payton goes quickly. She snipes again. Abigail Payton, she's so dangerous. She offloads to Fowler, and it's going to be Olivia Fowler. She's going to dot down for the Spirit's fourth try. Sparked there by Abigail Payton with a show and go. See you later, Billy Slater. Abigail Patton, she's bringing the energy to the game today, Julia.
She certainly is, and she's becoming very well known for her snipers round the edge of the ruck. She'll run it from anywhere. If you were watching the game a few weeks ago, she's pretty keen to run it out 1 metre from her try line. So cool to see her combined with Liv Fowler, who's full of pace and to finish the job there.
Obviously played her FBC rugby up in Canterbury last year. Julia played her club season for Lincoln this year, but come down for the Otago Spirit season. She's been a much added benefit to this Spirit team, really giving them a point of difference from that 9-10 combination.
Yeah, she certainly brings a lot of pace at 9 and a lot of experience. She played for Otago Spirit a couple of years ago. We'll call it a gap year, but she had a year with Canterbury last year and back in the blue and gold this year. A much welcome addition.
And obviously learned plenty of her craft down at Shark Park, of course, as we just see Flutie there pushing the ball past that post to the left. So that's going to leave us at 22-0. It's not all doom and gloom for this Taranaki team, though. They're really putting in the fight. But again, you're just seeing Otago being able to capitalise on their mistakes, Julia.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some really solid individual efforts out there. There's a lot of girls making a lot of dominant tackles. But yeah, just still can't manage to contain the Spirit outside backs once they get it wide.
Can she find Jones again? Can Jones make up for a drop last time? No, they go a bit shorter. Pringle looks for it, and Pringle calls her and takes it in. She's taken a tackle there by Nielsen, so it's going to be Otago Spirit. Good counter ruck there from the Taranaki field, putting some pressure on at ruck time. That was Robinson there, and the ball comes out. But no, Mason says it can't do that, and we've just got a wee injury here to Pringle, so we might have a wee pause in time.
That's probably pretty smart from Abigail Payton. I do wonder if she passed it to that Taranaki player on purpose, knowing she was going to get a penalty.
So to take the penalty there, never onside was the call from Mason, so they're going to look for touch. So Flutie's going to pick the ball up here. Again, Otago Spirit playing into a strong wind here at Tahuna Park.
And hopefully it's just a bit of cramp for Isla Pringle and she can get back up in the action.
She's a seasoned veteran, Isla Pringle, played a fair few seasons now for the Spirit, so she's tough. She knows what it takes at this level. What's the call here, line out coach? Where are we going to look for Ricky Fitzgerald again?
Well, they got it right to the back last time, although the wind is lifting. So Smart Ball would say closer to the front, but we'll see what they do.
In the front they go. Yeah. Gomez will take it off the top there to Payton. Well called there by Gorinsky. Comes out the back there, Flutie. She's got the miss pass on. Oh, she goes Fowler. Fowler steps inside and look at her straight in the attack up. Beats one, beats two, Liv Fowler. Hot off that scoring that try. She's made a midfield attacking point here. Payton goes out to Flutie again. Church well off her wing there and working hard in the middle of the field. Beats two. She's so strong, Jamie Church. Payton again off the edge finds Graham Muir, who gives it to Hill and bumps off. Leela Hill from South Otago bumps off and offloads Pasuvuaga, and the pass just goes behind. But picked up there by Tiasafai Campbell, and the Spirit still have the ball inside the 22. Finds Pringle here. Pringle shows and goes. She gets taken a good tackle there by the Taranaki forwards. So Otago Spirit just outside the 22. Flutie out the back they go. Sopawaga. She goes to Fowler. Fowler finds. No, she keeps the ball in two hands. Can she offload? She can't quite get the hands free. Otago though, they're going to get the ball back. Hollow. She finds Church one-on-one. Church goes inside outside. She beats one. She beats two. She's still going, Jamie Church. 5 metres out from the try line there. But it's been stolen, but illegally by the number 8 there, Poindestra. And it's going to be a Spirit penalty, 5 metres out. They might take the scrum here or the tap, Julia.
It looks like they're lining up for another tap move.
Doyle wants it and she gets it. So Eilish Doyle charges on for this Spirit front rower. So Payton calls for the ball again. Finds Flutie. She finds Pringle midfield. Great tip line on. Jones can't quite get it. She leaves it behind. Play on's the call. So she's saying Jones didn't get a hand on it. Payton again, good service from 9, finds Vahasuvaga. She offloads there to Jones. Jones steps off the right foot, gets the fend out and offloads to Atafai Campbell. Atafai Campbell tackled 2 metres out from the line there. Ball comes back on the Spirit side. It'll be Patton. She finds Muir, steps off the left foot. She tries to offload to Leela Hill. Can't quite get it there, but it comes back to Flutie. Oh, good time pass there to Doyle. Come on, Doyle, charge those legs, they say. But it's going to come back again from the Spirit. They're building the phases here. Gomez. She's going to tip on to Hollows. Great line there from Hollows, and she crashes over. Just short, and Payton says, I'll take the try. No, it's going to be short again. Don't get greedy here, girls, they say, as Pringle distributes out to Hill Fitzgerald, and she passes on to Jamie Church. Again, I think Ricky was over the line when she passed that, Julia.
I think Ricky probably could have nabbed one for herself there. Not often Tegan gets stopped from that close, but good to see they got it out to width.
And again, we keep coming back to it though, the defence is strong from Taranaki, but Otago just able to build so many phases that it's enabling them to get on top.
Yeah, Taranaki certainly working really hard at the moment. It is tough defending for such long periods of play, and they are doing well, but eventually Otago just holding onto the ball for enough phases, they're breaking through eventually.
What you're seeing from the Otago Spirit is a really good forward running a down line outside that 12, really giving them an option to kind of hold that defence and stop the defence from drifting out too early.
Yep, and Otago's certainly been playing that sort of style the entire year, trying to confuse the defence and give ball players plenty of options.
Not a bad strike there from Flutie again into this tough breeze, so that makes it 27-0 here in this round 5 Farah Palmer Cup clash. Like we said, Julia, decent crowd here at Tahuna Park. Obviously we've got the Spirit 25-year reunion. You can see them up on the balcony there with a few drinks in hand.
Yes, I'm sure they're having a great afternoon in this Dunedin sun. I just hope Taranaki can stay in the fight. I don't know that the scoreline quite reflects the effort they're putting in, and they just need to get a bit of ball and hold on to it.
So again, the kickoff goes high and down long. It goes over the back of Fitzgerald, but it's going to be Jones. Ball in 2 hands. She'll step off the right foot into a nice setup there. Again, good tackle there from the Taranaki player. Pringle here, good carry from Pringle. Strong into contact. That was the wee winger there. Robinson from Taranaki making a strong tackle there on Jones. As Fowler finds Flutie. Flutie steps off the left foot. Tries to fend off 1. She fends off 2. Just getting held up there by the Taranaki defence there. And there you've got Mudbridge from Taranaki. Has the referee said it's a maul? I think she has. Yes, good work there from the midfield combination of Mudbridge and Barber holding up Flutie there, and Taranaki get a midfield scrum, Julia.
Yeah, that's a great outcome for them. Maddie Flutie possibly going a little bit high there, and they've held her up, so they're going to get another good attacking opportunity.
Good work from the midfield there of Mudridge and Barber. Can the front row here provide another solid platform here for Taranaki Whio to get on attack?
I'm sure Isla Stewart, Isla Pringle and Tegan Hollows, the Otago front row, will be looking to make it as difficult as possible for the Taranaki forward pack to retain their ball, but they've done a pretty good job.
So they come to the blind side, and it's going to be Porgestra. Oh, Porgestra was off and running, but unfortunately the referee said someone held them back there, so they've come back to the middle of the field, and Peyton off she goes. Like you said, she loves a tap and go. Finds Sopawanga. Sopawanga ball in 2 hands and goes out the wide to Church. Oh, and Church can't quite hold on to it, and she's going to knock it on there. Peyton was keen though. She was keen to get going early, wasn't she?
Yeah, absolutely. I think any opportunity to speed the game up, Otago will take it. Obviously Taranaki getting tired from the time spent on defence, so I think if there's a quick tap opportunity, they'll be going.
A few players starting to blow a wee bit out there, Julia. Obviously we're well into this first half, over halfway through, and again some high tempo rugby from the Spirit. But again, Taranaki get a chance to attack here. Look for Barber out the back. Try to do some midfield deception, get isolated on the edges. So strong set here again from the Taranaki scrum, is fed by Huffman. Oh, and she's just... Oh, we've got a hand in the scrum there. She's gone, and look at the front row from Otago. There's genuine fizz there. Doyle gives it the show me the money.
I do believe, rumour has it, there might be some money on offer for every tie head they obtain for the end of year breakup.
Well, they'll be happy about that because their scrum against Northland the other week got disintegrated. So it looked there like they were scrumming as an 8, so they'll be happy about that.
They will very much be happy with that result.
Rightio. So just having a wee clarify here about what's been happening in that scrum. So just saying that Porgestra there, just getting her hand in a bit deep into the right, or was actually the lock there. Gardner Harrison just getting her hand in there, scooping the ball back. So Otago here now going to have a scrum 16 metres out, but that's almost attacking landscape for them, Julia.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it is, as long as you're not 5 metres out, it's an attacking opportunity.
So Peyton to feed this scrum 60 metres out. Strong platform laid. Now they go to Flutie. She's going to take the ball to the line. Finds Vahasuwaga. She's going to fend off 1 early. Then gets taken down. Good clear out by Jones. Front foot ball here for Patton. She's going to find Muir. Muir tips on to Hill. Hill there. Another good carry from her. And the ball comes back on the Otago side. Flutie. Out they go. Sopawanga steps off that right foot. So dangerous she is. Beats 2 tacklers and gets the ball over halfway. Peyton there looking for a runner, so she goes back to the blind side through Hill. Hill, she breaks the tackle again. She's having such a strong season, Leela Hill. Gets Otago to 40 metres out. Ball slow coming back here. So they find Muir. She'll show and go. She does. She shows and goes and looks for the offload. Can't quite get it to Gomez, who's sitting there. Payton goes to Flutie, out the back they go. Sopawanga distributes to Fowler. Fowler's got half a gap. Podesta comes up. Can't quite wrap, it was Mudridge side, can't quite get the wrap on. So Fowler makes a tackle, but the Bulls come back on the Taranaki side. Great work there from, wait for it to come up, the 10. Moffat takes the turnover there, and the penalty comes out on the Taranaki side. And we were saying that Moffat leads a lot of stats this season. Just seeing how she goes on the Jackal. So good turnover there from the 10, Rosie Moffat from Taranaki. They get the ball. Interesting, they've gone for a scrum rather than a line-out, Julie. Don't quite want to use this win.
No, obviously the line-outs are tough in this win, but they haven't had the scrums go all their way, but obviously confident they can turn it around here. Big game for one of their props, Ashley Otini, playing her 15th Blazer game today, so I'm sure she'll be hoping the scrums will go to plan. Oh,
awesome for those girls to get to those Blazer milestones. Big scrum there from Otago. The ball comes back on Taranaki side. Moffat goes out the back. She finds the midfielder there, Mudridge. She has a strong carry, Mudridge. Gets about 5-10 metres. Ball comes back here on the side for Huffman. She goes back there. Looks like the number 8 there, Poindestra. She offloads, but no, the flag goes up on the far side. Just has a foot in touch. Strong carry there in the midfield from Mudridge. Just couldn't quite keep the ball in play. The ball goes quickly, so Payton's got the ball here. She's dancing, got the dancing shoes on, and she's off and running again. Abigail Payton finds Tia to fight Campbell, who comes strong onto the ball. Ball comes back here for Patton. Back door they go to Hill. She finds Flutie. Pringle, can she get the back door? She does. Mahuzuaga, she fires the pass out over everyone's head, and it's going to go to Church. Church, she finds a wee gap that accelerates through. Takes contact inside the 22. Ball comes back for Payton. First receiver tips off to Pringle, and Pringle off she goes and carrying. Good quick ball here for Payton. She spots the gap. Boys and Latu, and then Ricky Fitzgerald comes hard on a down line. Oh, that was some good rugby there. You could see Payton taxi and find that gap, and as soon as she saw the defender bit, Fitzgerald came hard on that down line, but they just couldn't build off that.
No, some good play from Otago, and the quick throw in there just indicates the fact that they really do want to play this at speed. But unlucky for Taranaki because they were starting to show some promise on attack, but then got taken out, and it's turned into a defensive scrum here for them. So
scrum here, 10 metres out from their own line for Taranaki. Looks like Moffat and Mudridge there just trying to work out who's going to maybe do the exit. The strong wind in behind them here in this first half. Ball goes in. Otago trying to get some momentum at scrum time, and they get it, but out comes Poindestra. She finds a pass but doesn't quite get to hand, but good show and go from Mudridge, and she does a great job there of cleaning up. Well, that was actually Moffat. As Otago Spirit comes straight through on the counter ruck, making it messy here for Taranaki, but Huffman finds it, and she goes to Poindestra. She carries strongly. That's the number 5, Gardner Harris. Latu here. Good carry from her, but just doesn't quite fall on the ball, and Doyle gets the turnover. This Doyle, great turnover, and Muir's off again. But Mason says, back you come. And she's not even going to give her a second chance. She's going to call the scrum. She's going to go straight to the scrum, is she?
I'm not sure quite what happened there.
Yep, she's called the scrum. Right. So she originally called the penalty, and then Muir took it quickly, not on the mark, and Mason said, we're going to have a scrum for that infringement.
I haven't seen that one before, but is it Taranaki ball? Perhaps there was a knock on there with the quick tap, I'm not sure.
Taken off the mark potentially. Anyway, so it's going to be Taranaki ball here. It'll be Huffman to feed it.
Otago will be looking to put real pressure on the scrum again. They certainly put Taranaki under some pressure at their last scrum.
So Taranaki here again, looking to run it out of their own half. You saw last year, last one, Poindestra come off the 8 and look for that midfield carry. Otago there trying to put pressure on, but it comes back on the Taranaki side, and Moffat says no, we're going to Mudridge, so he says we're going to kick it. Doesn't find touch, and finds Fowler, and Fowler after a wee bobble holds on to it. She steps off the left foot and accelerates through a half gap. So Fowler, she all of a sudden straight away there to the 22 they go. Otago looking for front foot ball, they go to the open side, and Fitzgerald carries strongly there into contact. Ball comes back, snaps on, but no, they go to the open side, and Flutie finds Hill. Hill's been carrying strong all day, and she late tips off to Doyle. Again, ball comes back on the Otago Spirit side. Payton looking left and right. She keeps going same way attack. Fahafusawaga, she goes through 1, she goes through 2, and that leg drive takes her well inside the 22. Payton looks to snipe and finds Jones. Jones fends off. Jones keeps going there. She's going to be tackled 2 or 3 metres out. They're stacked out here, the Otago Spirit. Can they get it out? But they go inside internally, and they go nice and short. A metre out they go. Finds Doyle. Doyle strongs up, but she gets held up by a strong Taranaki defence there. And Mason says we're going to come back for a penalty. Just look for a signal here. Otago Spirit penalty. So they're going to be about 10 metres out. We've seen them take a scrum. We've seen them take the line out. What do you reckon here, Julia? What would be
I think they're going to go another tap move. They seem to be favouring them at the moment. And yep.
If it goes, so Graham Muir, she's got the ball in two hands again. Another show and go, Graham Muir. She's found the way to the try line a few times this season. Sets it up 3 metres short. Payton finds Pringle on a hard down line. Met strongly there by Ortene. Great tackle there from the Theo prop. Right on the line they go. Payton, she's going to find Hollows, and Hollows charges, but she gets caught short. Great defence here from the Taranaki Theo. Out they go to Jones, and she won't be stopped this time. And Sarah Jones crashes over for her second try of the game. Some courageous D there from the Taranaki Theo, but the third and fourth phase is just where the Spirit are getting over.
Yeah, they are defending the try line really well, but eventually the Otago are holding onto the ball for enough phases and blasting over. But they did well. They stopped Graham Muir and Tegan Hollows close to the line, who are two of Otago's most prolific try scorers, so they did well to hold them out.
Yeah, you just see those, again, short lines off the ruck. They're running those hard down lines, those Spirit players, and it's just enabling them to, I guess, get that front foot carry, and eventually those defenders have to get round the corner, and it's just getting too hard for the Taranaki Theo. So Flutie's going to line this one up, and kicking into the wind. Strikes it well, but the wind's just going to push it across the post. So there'll be 32-0 here at Tahuna Park. This round 5 Farah Palmer Cup clash. Lead into semi-finals here today, Julia. Obviously Otago guaranteed a home semi up against either, is it Wellington or North Harbour next week?
It'll be North Harbour or Tasman, I believe, depending on who wins their round game today. So yeah, Otago will be looking to put a few finishing touches, work on a few things leading into the semi-final next week.
Moffat kicks long, hard and Church is going to take it into touch, so great kick-off there by Rosie Moffat from the Taranaki Theo, and they're going to have an attacking line out 10 metres out from the Spirit line, and Julia, they'll be hoping they can make the most of this opportunity.
They certainly will. Their last line out, they had a big gust of wind come
Brooke Nielsen goes up and takes a great ball there, so the 9 snipes away. That's going to be Huffman, so she's going to take contact 10 metres out from their line. Out they come, it's going to be Latu. She's going to show and go and carry strongly into a Tegan Hollows tackle, but sets it up nicely here. Ball's out there, so in comes the 6 to clean it out, and Moffat again. She's going to carry and offloads well to Mudridge. Mudridge there breaks 2 tackles, looks to free the arm but can't quite. Knee goes down. She's going to set up there in the midfield. Huffman there, she's looking for options. It goes out to Latu. Ball goes behind, play on's the call. So once again, it's going to be Moffat into contact. She offloaded back to Latu there. Go back to the open side they are, and it's going to be there. Ortene goes, great big tackle there by Sarah Jones and Graham Muir. So Ortene gets driven back here. Out they come, it's going to be the hooker Hurley. Good carry from her. Taking a strong tackle there by Gomez. Goes hunting for the ball but can't quite get it back. Out they come to this blind side. Wee chip kick there from the fullback. Hunger. Can she fight the ball? No, Jamie Church is going to get it and put it down. So it's going to be a taken back 5 metre scrum, but a wee chip chase from there from Coogan, and that was a great wee work there, Julia, putting some pressure on the Otago Spirit.
Yeah, Taranaki certainly starting to build some pressure there, and that was a pretty good result with that kick there.
Yeah, so Jamie Church taking that back, so it's an attacking scrum here for the Taranaki Theo. Again, I'm thinking Paul Destrick here comes off the back, Julia. She's shown in this half already she's got a good running game. Might look and try to run it Flutie's channel. I
believe that could be a good option for them. And I think she's taken the ball off almost every scrum so far. So
Mason gives her final instruction. They say, show me the money. Can the Spirit get a tight head here? No, it's a strong platform here from the Theo. And then, here she goes. Paul Destra, she comes off. She tries to beat Gomez. She does. Can she score in the corner? Yes, she can. And there it is. It's the number 8. Brianna Paul Destra. She is charged over there from a 5 metre scrum, Julia. We called that she was coming off. And everyone knew it. but the Otago Spirit couldn't stop it.
No, they would have well and truly been expecting that, but they couldn't stop her. So I think that the Spirit will be disappointed with that defence, but Taranaki certainly deserved that, and hopefully that gives them a bit of a wind of energy going into the second half.
Yeah, you can see them jogging back there. We pep in their step from the Taranaki Whio. Good strong scrum from up front from Latu, Hurley and Otene. Again, getting parity, which enabled Paul Destra to come off. She barged over, beat Gomez and Church, and she scored a great try there. I'll tell you what, tough kick here from Moffat. 2 in from touch. Wind behind her. But great to see the Whio get on the board here. She strikes at Moffat, can't quite bring it around, so 32-5, it's a Huna Park. The Taranaki Whio fighting back after a good set-piece scrum there. Poindexter there comes off the back, barges over in the corner. Spirit looking to send a message coming back. Flutie going to kick off into this wind. It's going to hold up nicely here, Julia. Can someone get up? Can Leela Hill get up? Did it break the 10? It's broken the 10. And there she does. Leela Hill gets it. Leela Hill snaps it there. This blindside's on them for a snap, but they go to the open and find Doyle. Doyle carries strongly as she has all game, and Otene's going to be forced to tackle her. Can she get over the ball? No. Good clean out there from the Spirit. Blindside's on again. They come here to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald ball in 2 hands. Good offload to Hollows. Hollows offloads. Oh, can't quite get it to Hill. So it's going to be taken there by Barbara for the Taranaki Whio. There's going to be number 8 there, Paul Destra. She's going to charge up the middle. She sees young Flutie and says, I want a piece of you. So she's going to make contact 30 metres out from her own line. Back door they go. Some good ball movement here from the Taranaki Whio, and it's going to be Moffat into contact. And it's going to come back here for the knock on. Otago Spirit could get the ball back off that kickoff, but couldn't quite hold on the pressure there, and some phases from the Whio. Bit of confidence in their game at the moment, Julia.
Yeah, obviously the Spirit sort of fought straight back from that try, regaining the ball at kickoff. That was great from our lanky tall lock, Leela Hill, but no, couldn't quite hold on to it. One offload too many, and then Taranaki certainly did show some promise. It
was a good hard line from Hollows there, but great work from the defence there. I think it was Barbara there, and they're making a strong tackle. So we've seen quite a bit of parity here at scrum time, both forward packs giving it to each other. This is going to be Huffman to feed for the Taranaki Whio. Look for a midfield crash. Pringle comes in from the loose here, but out comes back on the Whio side. Mudridge is going to go. She's going to try beat the tackle of Payton. Can't quite get through her though. Good front foot ball here for the Whio though. Can they get it to the edge? Moffat finds out to the fullback there in Coogan. Good counter attack though from the Spirit, and they've got the ball back. Jones will pick it up. She'll find Patton, but she can't quite hold on to it, Patton, so the ball will still be on the Spirit side, but they'll lose 5 or 10 metres. But Patton doesn't like to go down easy. She scraps them off. It's going to go Muir. She'll show and go again. No, she tips it this time on. Doyle can't quite hold on to it. Play on's the call. So Otene will pick the ball up here for the Taranaki Whio. Huffman's going to distribute there. Backdoor play. They keep going about the back out to this edge here. They come through their hands. Draw and pass. No, she shows and goes. Taranaki Whio going in the middle. That's the midfielder, Barbara. It's good carry there from her. Just before halfway here, they get some front foot ball. It's getting the ball back there for the Whio. It's going to be Hurley. Nice wee tip there onto the lock. Gardner Harrison. Hold up there though by Leela Hill. And of course stripped by Graham Muir. Who else? So Patton gets the ball back. Fitzgerald, she only knows one way, and that's straight up the gut she goes. Over the ball there is Paul Destra from Taranaki Whio, and she's got the ball back. No, it comes back on the Spirit side. Hollows, backdoor action there to Sopawanga. Sopawanga ball in 2 hands. Spots half a gap, and she goes inside ball to Hollows. Hollows, can she beat the fullback? She can. Pins her ears back, but tackle there. Good strong covering tackle there from the 14, Robinson. Finds Flutie. Flutie in space. And no one's going to stop Maddie Flutie. She's going to score under the posts. And the Columbia High School student.
She's made the kick easy for herself.
Starting debut for her at 10. And she'll be happy with that. Puts it under the posts. As we see some medical attention here for Hollows. But Maddie Flutie scores under the post for the Otago Spirit. A bounce back after that Whio try. Just Hollows there getting some attention on her shoulder. But again, you see the Taranaki Whio really trying to challenge the Spirit at ruck time. Couldn't quite get the ball back. And
yeah,
Flutie.
despite the scoreline, Taranaki are putting plenty of pressure on at the rucks.
So that's going to be half time here at Tahuna Park. Otago Spirit up 39-5 in this round 5 clash. Looks like they're heading into the sheds. As we see Tegan Hollows going off there, she'll be reassessed at half time. But that's the conclusion of our first half. We'll be back for the second one shortly here at Tahuna Park. Welcome back to this round 5 Farah Palmer Cup clash between the Otago Spirit and the Taranaki Fio. Just seen the teams run out here for the second half. Otago Spirit up 39-5. And Julia, at half-time we saw the Spirit Union players out for a tug of war, and I believe the backs took it out over the forwards. That'll be the start of some bragging rights for the rest of the weekend.
I think a couple of technicalities there. It looks like the backs had more players, so I wouldn't deem that a fair result. But we'll let them brag about it.
Couple of changes. Looks like Cheyenne Cunningham out there for the Otago Spirit. She's potentially going to be running at 10. See Georgia Cormack out there too at 9. So it'll be Cheyenne to get us underway. She'll kick us behind. She's got the wind behind her in the second half, and that kick's going to go right down towards the try line there. It's going to be picked up there by the 11 and Fraser, and she's going to offload there to Barbara, who's going to come through into contact. So a couple of subs here at half time for both teams. Looks like the Spirit have taken quite a few players out, but they're going to get a penalty here, Taranaki Fio, and that's going to give them a nice exit. And they've tapped and gone early. So some footwork there from the number 13. That's going to be Barbara. She's going to come up well outside their 22. So Fio have come to play here in the second half. Out the back door they go through Hurley. Oh, good strong tackle there from Leela Hill. She crashes into Moffat there and takes her back inside the 22. So you see the Taranaki Fio here trying to get their phases back. Latu puts the fend out, but Doyle will make sure she's taken down alongside Ricky Fitzgerald. There's a Taranaki player down and back play there as Mudridge offloads and the contact. Comes out to this edge here. I would see the lock, Brooke Nielsen trying to offload there, and she does. So Taranaki Fio coming here with the fight, and they're busting through some tackles here. The fend comes out, good offload there. It's going to be Moffat. She beats another 3 players there. But it was the 15 and Hunger. She had a strong run there, and she set up this attack. Phoenix Fraser there, strong run from her as they tap and go again. So it's going to be Hurley. She comes charging towards the Spirit team and taken in a good tackle there by number 22 Cunningham. So Fio got the front foot ball here early on as Moffat goes out the back to the 15. She's going to offload to that far wing on the outside. That's going to be the 14 and Robinson. So Taranaki Fio, they've built together some phases here. They've come out to play in the second half into the wind as we see Otene coming strong, and she rolls through and the ball comes back on the Fio side. Moffat again shows and goes. See you later, she says, and she's going to get taken here. But Spirit, they're a bit slow to attack the ruck, so it's giving a nice quick ball from Mudridge. Comes through there to the centre, and Barbara. She's going to come outside, 40 metres out from their own try line. We're a bit messy there as the Spirit try to go, and so it's going to be left to the 9 and Huffman to snipe. Just slowing it down here. And they come fired out back in the end. It's going to be the 15 and Coogan. She's got that fend out. She fends off Fitzgerald, but taken in a good tackle there by the number 20 for the Spirit, Keely Johnson on. Building the phases here, the Taranaki Fio. Come out with some running rugby in the second half as it's going to be Podestra taking it in, and they see the hands in there from the Spirit, but they can't quite get back on their side. Ball comes flying out. It's going to be cleaned up there by Barbara. She's got the ball in 2 hands. Where's she going to go? She's going to try and skin them. She tries to skin Gomez. She does. Can't quite get past Keely Johnson though. She brings her down, but they've gone back about 10 metres. The ball pops up and cleaned up there by Gardner Harrison. She stays strong and she tries to fend off Atafai Campbell, but Atafai Campbell's there for the fight. Ball comes back and Moffat there finds another forward run, and that's Hurley. She's had a strong running second half. She's come up. She obviously had a few lollies at half time, but it's going to be a turnover. Gets a wee bit isolated, and Isla Pringle's going to get it. But
yeah, that's really unlucky for the Taranaki Fair. They're really starting to string some phases together and start to put Otago under some real pressure. They've almost taken a leaf out of Otago's book and playing it out from their own try line with those quick taps. So great to see they've come out with some good energy.
Yeah, we saw that in the game before this, didn't we, Julia? When you're playing into the wind, often you can find, as that does a good touch there by Cheyenne Cunningham, playing into the wind, you actually can hold the ball a bit better as you play a little bit tighter, as we see another sub coming on here for the Fio.
It looks like Otago really chucked on a lot of changes at half-time. I see Samara Soper out there, her first game for the Spirit in about 5 years. She played for the team 4 or 5 years ago, had a few years off, back for her first game for the season. Kaylee Johnson also out there along with Cheyenne Cunningham in her first game for the season, returning from injury.
So it looks like Cheyenne playing 10, Maddie Flutie out to the wing as Hollows throws it in and she finds the 20 and Johnson. They set up a maul here, the Otago Spirit outside the 22, ball comes back, but it's messy and Hollows knocks it on. So the Fio, I tell you what, whatever lollies they hit half time, I think they're going to want to order them for future seasons, because they've come out with fire in their belly and they've really made an early start here, Julia.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a miscomm from Otago there. They'll be disappointed from that, but yeah, Taranaki certainly bringing the heat.
Scribe here just on the 22 again. Taranaki playing into a strong breeze here at Tahuna Park. 39-5 the score. Some great tries in the first half. Spirit able to build some phases and some pressure. See Atafai Campbell playing at centre here. Flutie on the wing. But ball comes back on the Fio side. Moffat goes and finds her midfield. They've been trusty and true all day. Finds out to the fullback there in Coogan. She beats one, but Campbell gets her down, gets to her feet. Play on's the call. Good work there from Coogan. Playing advantage for a high tackle potentially. Finds Moffat, show and go. She's done the Graham Muir and can't quite get the offload. But ball comes back on the Taranaki side. They're going to find Latu here. Strong carry from the tight head prop. Again, ball comes back at halfback. Just getting a wee check there, slowing the ball down. That's the Tweety on there. That's going to be Francis. Libby Francis there on for the Fio. She just came onto that last line out. Moffat again trying to find a forward runner and she finds one, but running a bit sideways, but good offload here to the edge. Coming out to the wide. Oh, it's just spilled there, but they were playing under advantage there. There's going to be a penalty for a high shot from Campbell. And you just see Fraser dropping the ball there, but taking the penalty advantage. They're going to tap and go, so look for Huffam here to take the tap. And she's going to find Latu. So Latu off she goes. Another big carry for the prop, and again, strong work. Ball comes back here for the Fio. Finds Hurley, plays out the back to Moffat, show and go. Moffat goes and she's found open space. Ball in two hands. Can she step the fullback? She can. Run straight past her. Here comes Moffat. She's going to go all the way. Moffat, can Jamie Church stop her? No, she can. She can. Jamie Church brings her down 2 metres the line, but what a run from Rosie Moffat. The Fio front foot ball and Hurley now. Hurley just caught 2 metres short. The Fio are screaming for it across, so it comes out to Moffat. Throws a miss pass out to the edge. It's going to be the 6. Is she going to be put in touch? She stays. The ball comes back on this side. Good work there, staying in there from Charlotte Webby. And we're going to say, we knock on there. Rosie Moffat.
Very unlucky. That was very impressive from Rosie Moffat. As we said, she's topping a lot of the stats in both attack and defence, and that was an awesome run from her.
Rosie Moffat for defenders beaten. She's second equal in the competition this year. You can see why, because again, ball in two hands, show and go, and she really put it down. But Jamie Church, she just came from nowhere, Greg.
Jamie Church came from nowhere and mowed her down, but she did manage to get past Charlotte Va'avusawanga, and not many people get past her, so that was very impressive.
So Otago Spirit under a pressure here. They've got the wind at the back. We saw in the first half Taranaki not too keen to use it. I imagine here Coach Doreen will want the ball on boot here.
I would imagine he would be very keen for them to get out of the danger zone right now. So but we'll see what they'll do.
So I imagine we'll see a Muir carry here and then into an exit some sort. But though they come straight out, and it's going to be Vahavusawaga. She's going to find a nice weak contact there. 10 metres out from O-line. They come around the corner. Cheyenne's calling for it at the back. Oh, she's not going to kick it. She's going to pass it. Oh, here's Charlotte here. They must have been Sopawanga that first carry. And the ball's come back out. Play on's the call. It's going to be Johnson. She's going to be taking a good tackle there by Francis. Number 20 there for Taranaki, making a good impact in the second half as Cormac slows it down and puts it to the boot herself. Probably not the best exit there from the Otago Spirit.
No, they were certainly playing in the danger zone there, looking to get it wide. I'm not sure if that was intentional or just due to the pressure from Taranaki, but they've got it out past the 22 now.
A few players there just getting some O2 back in the lungs, and unfortunately you see Atafai Campbell just holding his shoulder there. Obviously, the long layoff for injury. See a few more Spirit players, changes coming on. You've got Lithgow, Wido, and Cahill coming in. Cahill coming in for her 15th Blazer game as well, which is awesome to see. A proud varsity stalwart, Julia.
Yeah, 5th season for the team, so awesome to see her get her Blazer. And so that's a whole front row change for Otago. So they'll be looking to bring some energy and keep those good scrums going. So
we've got the reserve hooker on here as well for the Fio. That's going to be Caitlin Hunger. She throws, but Hill's going to steal it for the Otago Spirit. And as she has all day, Leela Hill won't be tackled easily. So you got Cormac there to Lithgow. Lithgow puts the fend out. She beats one, beats two. Hannah Lithgow loves a good run as Cormac comes back to the short side and puts it on the boot. Goes high inside the 50 it was. It's going to be a 50-22. Georgia Cormac finds the boot and it comes back. So a 50-22 there from the Otago Spirit, and Georgia Cormac using all her experience there to get the Spirit the ball back.
Yeah, great result there for Georgia, but it all probably started with Leela Hill in that line out, getting up for the intercept. She's been very impressive, obviously a tool lock, which we haven't had many of those in our history at Spirit. We've finally got one, so she's done some real damage come line out time.
Oh, the Otago Spirit are going to lose that ball there at line out time. Wario dive on it, and no knock on, play on to Cool, so Cahill will pick it up at the back. She'll pass it on to Johnson, who steps off the left foot, finds contact here, 10 metres out. She's going to get held up here. Great defence here from the Fio. You can see a few players in there. You've got Webby in there holding her up, but no, the ball will come back. So Cormac will distribute. Utterfy Campbell shows and goes. She only knows one way, and she's charged over, has she? No, just short, and it's going to be over there. Rebecca Wairau, is it?
Looks like it.
Rebecca
she's only
Wairau
been on the field 2 minutes, and she's got herself a try. She'll be happy with that.
Good set up there by Utterfy Campbell. Steps off the left foot into strong contact, and Wairau just sees the opportunity. She's got the skins on, maybe still quite hasn't acclimatised after spending her season in Spain, but coming out here and making an impact straight away. Yeah,
she'll be very pleased with that. And I see Sasha Scott has just come on outside back, so I imagine it could be Jamie Church. It's Utterfy Campbell heading to the sideline with a bit of a sore shoulder.
So Maddie Flutie will be happy she's got the wind to do back in the second half. And she's going to put that kick over there to make it 46-5 here at Tahuna Park. The Otago Spirit up over the Taranaki Fio. But I tell you what, the Taranaki Fio have come out fighting in the second half, Julia, and are really putting it to them, which is great to see.
They're certainly showing what they can do with ball in hand, so long may that continue. I think if the forwards can really hold on to the ball and secure those rucks, I'm excited to see what Rosie can do leading her backs around the park.
So the 12 here is going to be Mudridge, who's going to kick off, and she's done well kicking into the wind, taken there by, is that Soper, is it? Good strong carry from her. Off that kick off there, going to find Wairau. Wairau gets on the outside edge. Ball comes back here on the Spirit side, and it's going to be Cunningham distributes. Wide pass to Sopawaga, short ball there to Johnson. Johnson beats one, throws it offload, but to nobody, and it's going to come back here for the Taranaki Fio. That's going to be the 13, and Barbara's going to get that. So Mudridge, she's going to pass off to Poydestra. Tip goes a bit loose there to Hurley, so Hurley must be playing the loose because we've got 16 on as well at the moment. So we're going to be here to Moffat. She's going to find Poydestra. She's going to have a good strong carry there. Another tackle for Leela Hill. She's been top of the tackle stats all season in this FPC competition. Moffat, she puts it on the boot under a penalty advantage. Flutie's going to get it, but will come back for the ruck penalty there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Leela Hill made a good tackle, just wasn't able to get out of the road in time.
Tap and go is going to be, so Huffman's going to tap. She's going to find the number 8 and Poydestra. She's had a strong game scoring the Taranaki Fio try in that first half. So Huffman again, she's going to distribute out. Otene, good strong carry here from the loose head prop. Ball comes back again for this Fio side. Bit of numbers on here. Charlotte V puts the pressure, comes up and pushes them on the inside, making Barbara come back to the middle of the field. Numbers still there for the Fio though as the ball comes back. It's going to be Hurley. Picks the ball up and goes, and good tackle there by Lithgow. Combining there with Soper. That's the number 20 there, and Francis. As the Fio here just try to hold on some phases. They play into the wind, but the Spirit don't want to have it easy as you see Fitzgerald coming through the ruck. Moffat again, ball in two hands, trying to get on the outside. Oh, and just loses it. So Wairau's going to pick it up, distributes out to the edge. Here we go, it's going to be Sasha Scott there coming into contact as they keep coming around the short side. Cormac draws and passes. Flutie, ball in the right hand. What's she going to do? She's going to try beat her one-on-one. Offloads to Cormac. Oh, Cormac's going to just drop it there. Flutie and Cormac there trying to coordinate. Just couldn't quite keep the ball in hand. And so it's going to be a Fio scrum.
Yeah, Otago obviously looking to keep the ball live, but just going one too many passes there.
So it looks like Latu's gone off for the Fio there with the number 16 Hunger coming on there in the front row. Plenty of comms out there from the midfield as they line up what they're going to do. Seeing the Theo try to get on the outside edge there, using Barbara and Coogan to inject themselves into the line. So Soper packing down at 8 for the Spirit. Sarah Jones also off the field with Kaylee Johnson on. And great scrum here from the Otago Spirit. They changed the front row and they've all made an impact. So it's going to be Sopawang with the ball in 2 hands. Puts the fend out, beats 2. Tries to get an arm free but can't quite get the offload there. So Cormac digging in for the ball. She distributes well out to Vasuwaga. She straightens up the attack. Look at that. It's power step off the left foot. Gets the fend out. Beats 3 defenders there. Cormac now goes in. Finds a forward runner. And Soper there. Gets a nice good wee carry there. They keep going same way. Attack out to Church on the wing. Church loves to beat a defender there. Gets that strong fend out. We've got an advantage for a high tackle, says referee Mason, as Flutie picks the ball up and snipes around the ruck. Gets the ball ripped away from her, but will come back for the penalty there on the high tackle on Church, Julia.
Yeah, it's certainly not the first penalty Otago's won for a high tackle on little Jamie Church this year. She does take a bit of a hammering with her size sometimes. But
she's nuggety. She loves to beat defenders and really typically would always beat that first defender. So
yeah, she's possibly had a quieter game than normal, so hopefully the team can get the ball to her hands a wee bit more in the second half. But they've made a number of changes, Otago. Captain Graham Muir coming off and the entire front row, but it doesn't seem to have impacted the continuity of play for them.
So you see Cunningham finding a good kick there, 5 metres out, as we see a few more subs coming on here for the Taranaki Theo. So we're just seeing here Otene coming off in her Blazer game, so great game from her. Ashley Otene there, her 15th Blazer game, so she'll be looking forward to receiving that in the aftermatch today. As we see Lithgow throw, finds Johnson in the line out. They set up for a maul here, the Otago Spirit, but the Theo, they fight in here. They've got lots of numbers in there. They're holding strong. Ball comes back and it's going to be Lithgow. She's going to break off the maul, trying to get across that line, but she's going to be held short. Ball comes back on the Spirit side and it's going to be strong carry there from Leela Hill, and she's going to barge over there for another try for the Otago Spirit.
That's well deserved for Leela Hill. She's a very hard-working member of the Otago team. Again, she topped some of the charts for tackles made, so awesome to see her rewarded with a try.
You'd have to think after this season she's got to be in the eyes of the Mata2 selectors or all-picky selectors across the thing. She's had such a strong season, and we're seeing her running game today really coming to the fore.
Yeah, I think she's certainly destined for higher levels, and this is only her second season in the FPC comp, but I think she could be on a fast track to a Super Rugby team for sure.
And it's crazy to think she's still eligible for the under-18s. Obviously there's 2 under-18 coaches here that are hoping she might come to tournament, but she's showing at this level she's probably too good for that at the moment.
Yeah, she would certainly do some damage in the under-18 comp. Great kid, great attitude, and really, really hard worker.
And a great kick there from Cheyenne Cunningham. She's going to take the extras to take the score to 53-5 here in this Farah Palmer Cup clash. Otago Spirit celebrating 25 years of Spirit and probably 35 years of women's rugby here in Dunedin. Really putting on a show for the crowd, Julia.
Yeah, the girls are certainly turning it on, along with the weather outside of the wind, for the number of old girls that are up watching from the club rooms, enjoying a few cold beverages.
So Moffat there, good kick off, and it's going to be taken. Oh no, knocked on by Hill. We've just talked her up, and we've put the commentator's curse on her there, Julia. We've given her a big rap, and she's just going to put down that kick off. So again, the Theo get a chance to attack.
Yeah, absolutely. She won't be happy with that, but that doesn't happen often for Leela Hill, and I'm sure she'll be out for some revenge on defence now.
So it looks like here we've got Fraser coming into the midfield here at second 5 for the Theo. So potentially Mudridge going off. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here, whether they bring Fraser in, obviously starting on the wing. Has some strong carries coming out of her own end in that first half. And then outside her, you've got Barbara, who's been strong in the second half. And then the fullback Coogan, who did that nice wee chip chase earlier in the game. You've got to win the ball back at scrum time first, though. And we see set here and see the Spirit putting pressure on at scrum time, and referee Mason says that's going to be too much pressure. So as Lucy Hakeo and team going for a big hug, they'll be saying, show me the money. And the Otago Spirit there, this reserve front row coming on and putting the pressure on.
They'll be really pleased with that result.
So Cunningham got the ball in hand. She's going to try and find a long touch. She's a good striker of the ball, and that's a great kick from her. goes out on the 22, carving off a good 40 metres there, Julia. And again, Spirit will be looking for a line out. What are you thinking here, line out, coach?
I'm not sure. We're inside the 22, so they may look for a bit of a special move. We'll have to wait and see, but there is still that wind out there, so they may opt to keep it short. We
have seen some good innovation from the Spirit on attack this year, some switchback plays. Sopawanga here looking like she's at first receiver for the carry. Know how she's good on her feet, so they're going to find Sopawanga. Is she going to find a tip to Fitzgerald? No, she's going to go herself. Naomi Sopawanga. Good carry her, front foot ball, and they do go for the switch play. Cunningham, she's got 4 outside her. She doesn't give it, she does. And it's going to be a try there. Was that Fahafusawaga? Flutie.
Lithgow.
No, Lithgow?
Hannah Lithgow,
Hannah Lithgow. A switchback play there from the Otago Spirit. Cunningham goes round there, has a 4-on-1, finds the gap herself, and then offloads late to Hannah Lithgow. And that was a good wee move there. Wee set play from the Spirit. Strong carry from Sopawanga at the start. Breaks the tackle. Good quick ball. Comes back, like I said there, 4-on-1. And there's Lithgow who's going to charge over the Otago Spirit.
Well set up by Cunningham, who's almost had a year off rugby. Went overseas to play, put out with injury, and this is her first game of the season. So great to see her dust the cobwebs off, and it sort of looks like she never left.
She had a couple of games for the Spirit development, and she obviously got some form back. She struck that well from the edge. Just going to miss 58-5 here, but Cheyenne Cunningham, welcome back to FPC Rugby. Great to have her back out there, and again another experienced head for the Otago Spirit, Julia.
Yeah, really good to have some more experienced players come back into the mixer as we get closer to finals time, because we have had a couple of injuries. Cherie Hume, the veteran Otago fullback.
Moffat again, another good kick-off from her going long. No mistake, this time made by Gomez, and Gomez offloads to her other locking mate in Hill. Ball comes back for Cormac, and she finds Wairo, plays out the back to Cunningham. Ball goes behind Sopawanga, but then Vahafusawaga, she steps off strongly, fends off too. Can she offload it? No, she goes into contact with the ball, trying to hold up there to Theo, but look at Charlotte Vahafusawaga go. Coming to the short side, they find Wairau, tip on, can't quite find Cahill, and the ball's just going to pop out there. Couldn't quite keep it in there, Sasha Scott, so we'll play the line out.
Yeah, Taranaki doing a pretty good job to challenge Otago and hold them up, but Charlotte did well there to find the deck.
Special move is the call. Again, Leila Hill here trying to seal it at the front. Find the middle, they go. No contest, so they not straight's fine. Play on. Here we come for the special though. It's going to be taken strongly in the middle there by Paul Destridge. She's had another strong carry there, making good gain line metres. Snapbacks on though, and they're going to find Moffat. Rushing in the outside is Cormac. Trying to put some pressure on, push them on the inside, but they still keep coming this way. Moffat gets on the outside. Good hands on, ball and all tackle from Sasha Scott though. So we'll come back for the knock on there. A good read from Sasha Scott.
Yeah, really good pressure from Sasha Scott. She is known for her line speed, and she's small and stat-ditcher, but a pretty nuggety defender.
So you can see what the special move was there. Big strong carry in the middle from Paul Destra there, and they try to snap back, but just couldn't quite get it to the edge. So Spirit here will be trying to lay a strong platform. Gomez on the open side, should be excited about that. Getting a chance at 7. So look here, Naomi Sopawanga to get first receiver. Cunningham coming out the back. Trying to get to an edge off this play by the looks of it. So hit Sopawanga here, bouncing out behind them. You've got Cunningham, but they come in short to Flutie. Flutie, good down line there. Makes good gain line carry. They've got an overlap on the outside. If Flutie can get down, but Taranaki, Theo trying to hold her up. Ball comes back in. Cunningham finds, great ball and all tackle there on. So I tell you what, Sasha Scott made that tackle there, and she just had it done on her. But sniping is Cormac. Around that ruck they go, trying to pick up what Patton did in the first half. And they're going to say penalty there for cleaning out in the side. So great work there from the Theo, and we've got some lip coming back.
Alec Gomez wasn't happy with that call.
She's known for a competitive Sally Gomez, and I think she wasn't quite happy with that. We've seen a player staying down there for the Theo. So we're just trying to work out. The penalty here is going to be on halfway. I imagine it's going to be a tap and go. Yep, they're just going to sort some pods out.
Otago's given them a very generous 10 there, by the looks of things.
Looks like a good 13 metres there, doesn't it? It's going to have a wee water break potentially here as we just check out the injured player. Looks like maybe the 11 down there, Phoenix Fraser.
it's certainly been good to see Taranaki stay in the fight in the second half. I know a lot of teams down by that sort of margin might sort of roll over, but they certainly haven't done that. As we alluded to, they've got a young team. Their region sort of hard to retain players, much like Otago, a bit of a university town where you keep players for a few years and then they move on. So hopefully they can keep this group together and progress things into next year, because obviously this has been the last game of their season, but they've certainly got some talented backs.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things there, Julie, about this grade. You know, you've got, I think the youngest player this year was 16 and the oldest player 41 for the Taranaki Whio. So again, you're spanning lots of generations there in a team. So even at different stages of life and different parts of their career. So yeah, like you said, hopefully they can keep that together, keep some of that young talent coming through. I think they said they had 10 debutants across the season. So again, hopefully that's building a pipeline of talent for future seasons to come.
Yeah, certainly some talented rugby players have come out of the Taranaki region. It's just a shame that they don't all stay there. I know a lot trek down to Canterbury or further up north to Auckland. So hopefully they can hold on to these girls and keep building moving forward.
So it looks like Taranaki here set for a tap move off this penalty. Georgia Mason giving Otago Spirit another 10 marching orders for giving her a bit of lip. So it's going to be the halfback here, Portia Huffman. She's going to tap it. Just going to work out here who's going to take it. It's going to go to Hurley, the hooker. So Hurley's going to do it. She's going to go back door. Yep. Oh no, she goes for the tip instead to Miriana Anderson, and she's going to knock it on. So this ball comes back. Oh, the ball's out, and look at Moffat using her experience here to come round, but will come back for the knock on. But Rosie Moffat there saw the ball was out and just snuck round. Yeah,
good heads up from Rosie Moffat there, but unfortunately prior infringement means Otago's got the ball, but they certainly put some line speed on there. Hannah Lithgow came flying up there with a good hit.
So you see a stack attack here from the Otago Spirit at scrum time. They want a straight platform here, enabling to attack both sides of the ball. We've seen this front row in the second half here really put on a good display. So ball goes in from Cormac and they come to this blind side. Cormac again looks for another 50-22. She struck it well. Georgia Cormac, that's her second 50-22 of the game. And again, the experienced campaigner coming out here and putting a foot on the line early. So Georgia Cormac there, second 50-22 of the game. And it's going to be Lithgow to throw, 10 metres out from the Otago Spirit line. Alec Gomez into the halfback position, look for a maul here. Not straight. Now, did they contest that, Julia?
I don't think they contested it, so they'll be a little bit confused by that call, but that's unlucky. Wind got it for Hannah Lithgow.
So they're going to tap and go again, so Huffman, she finds the 10 there, and they're going to charge up the middle. It's going to be Paul Destra again. I tell you what, she has had so many carries today. She's been getting all the go forward here for this Taranaki Whio side. Moffat there distributes out to the midfield crash from the player there, Francis. Libby Francis is there. So Rosie Moffat again distributes into the middle to Hurley this time. She's had a strong second half, Hurley. I think I've already said that today. But really coming out some impetus in the second half is Moffat again. Oh, running it down line. The hole was there as Gomez puts it on the boot. Gomez, can she get all the way to line? Ella Gomez, oh, she's just going to kick it dead, so we'll come back for the knock on. But she saw the space, put it on the boot, and the flanker trying to make the most of it.
Yeah, for a tight five, come flanker, she really does love the open space. Otago will get another opportunity there, possibly a bit hard done by with that line-out call, so they'll get another crack at some attack now.
So just working out the moves here. Obviously the wind playing a bit of a havoc here, so they just can't quite hear the calls, but Otago attacking scrum 10 metres out. Again, look for Sopawaga for the first carry, and you're going to have Sasha Scott and Cunningham flying out behind, but a good set piece from the Otago Spirit. Finds Sopawaga, she's going to find Vahafusawaga. She's going to get out the back to Scott. She's going to beat the first tackle and going to take it inside the 10 metre mark. Cormac there nice and quick, comes out, finds Sopa, ball in two hands. Beats that first tackle, arm comes free and offload, but holds on to it. Come out to Fitzgerald this time, and Fitzgerald, good carry Herbert, taken in a good tackle there by the 18, Miriana Anderson. Sopawanga again, looks in, looks out, just can't quite find a runner off her, so she's going to take the tackle herself. That short side's on. They hit Flutie, no, they miss Flutie. Go all the way out to Johnson, steps off, oh, and the offload goes to ground there. But again, just hits a stray Taranaki arm. Oh, we're going to a high tackle here, so it's going to be a Spirit penalty, 7 metres out. Tapping the go, Cormac finds Hill, and Hill barges on forward. Gets inside the 5 metre mark, but ball slow to come back. Cormac distributes to Cahill, out the back to Cunningham. Sopawanga can't quite find, she should be penalised there, running behind her player, play on's a call. Vahasuaga, she can't quite hit Church, and maybe the Spirit just a bit guilty of not being patient, Julia.
Yeah, I think maybe they're just trying to rush things now, and now they've got a few tries up, they're just losing a little bit of patience and throwing some 50-50 balls. Obviously
the wind at their back here, the Otago Spirit. Potentially with that wind also, though, it gives a bit of false confidence and sometimes keeping the ball a bit closer, making sure those passes go to hand.
Yeah, they might just be getting a wee bit confident now and widening up a wee bit. They might just need to condense things and get those balls to hand.
So it'd be Hurley to throw the line out here for the Fio. 7 metres out from the O-line, a great take there from the 19, Brough. And it's going to be Paul Destra again, another carry for her. As they come around the corner, Moffat throws the pass, good spot tackle there on number 23, Kiriana Katine there from the Fio. Trying to run it out of their own line here, the Taranaki Fio. As Moffat goes, she shows and goes. She's going to get held up there by Lithgow underneath there, but we're going to come back for a penalty advantage for a high tackle potentially. Yeah, high tackle there, tap and go. So it's going to be midfield Barbara there tipping it off, and off they go again. Is that the fullback there in Coogan? Good carry here, and all of a sudden he found them ways to get to the 22 already. Pass is held on to there by one of the replacement players in 17, Butler. And see, look at her go again, Rosie Moffat. Turn it up. She has just been breaking the line at will this FPC season. Again, she tries to beat Church, but Church gets her down eventually. But Rosie Moffat opening it up here for the Taranaki Fio. Can the ball come back inside? No, it can't, so Cormac's got the ball. Got options either side of her. Puts it on the boot though. And she's looking for a third 50-22, but it's not going to quite get there, is it? No, it's just going to fall short. But Rosie Moffat, she's got it. She's like Sherry Hume.
She's slippery for sure. Pretty brave footy, running out right from your try line, but hey, it's working for them. Very impressive. She's just that quick, no one can keep up with her. Defenders or her own teammates. Left her a little bit isolated, so that was an unfortunate turnover after some good work.
Yeah, imagine her and Jamie Church might have a few laughs afterwards. Jamie there just stopping her from getting probably 2 tries today just by that last bit of energy. As we see Hurley to throw the ball just outside the 22. And it's going to be Francis there to take the ball down for the Taranaki Fio. Once again, it's going to be Paul Destra here. Oh, look at it go! The number 8 charges through past the tackle of Sopawanga. Paul Destra there had another strong carry from her as they go same way. Puts it on the wee grubber there. A wee deft touch. And Sasha Scott's just going to pat it in there to try to keep it away from the 21 in Northcote.
Yeah, Otago lucky there. It looks like a Taranaki hand touched it last before it went out, so they're going to get the line out feed. But
Lithgow here to want to get this ball back. Gomez might call herself here, I reckon. Or Keely Johnson does, yeah. And finds that middle. They play on's a call. Cormac finds Sopawaga. She shows and goes and backs herself into contact. Good tackle there from Moffat. Short side attacks on. They come around this way. Cunningham, ball in 2 hands. Takes the space. Finds on the outside. Soper pulls the ball with the right hand. Can she get the fend out? She doesn't need it. Look at her go, and she's going to score the try there. Sasha Scott comes away and under the post. But great work there from the Otago Spirit backs, connecting well. Sasha Scott, Julia, that's a good bit of speed from her there.
Yeah, she's known for her speed, and that's a well-deserved try for her. She's certainly been a hard-working member of the Otago team all season. But Cheyenne Cunningham probably had a big part in setting that up, so it's awesome to see her getting right back into the action.
I'll tell you what, Monday night selection meeting is going to be tough for the Otago Spirit as they prepare for their home semi-final next week. Cheyenne Cunningham coming on and having an influential role at 10. You see there again, ball in 2 hands, drawing on that defender. Really setting up Scott nicely there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably the coach's nightmare, but it's a good problem to have when you've got plenty of options.
So you see here, Cunningham taking the kick. 8 minutes to go. And it's going to come around. No, just going to brush off the post there. She's going to miss that. Making it 63-5 here at Tahuna Park. Otago Spirit over the Taranaki Fio. And just a good entrance of speed there from Cunningham, connecting well with her teammate there in Scott.
I'm sure the team will be looking forward to getting back into Forsyth Bar next week. Wind certainly won't be an issue there for the Kickers.
Time just pause here as we do a shoelace up. 8 minutes to go here in this round 5 clash. As the sun slowly goes down here in Oti Dunedin at Tahuna Park. It's going to be Rosie Moffat here to kick off. She's made the Spirit drop a few today. She goes high. Who wants it? Hill wants it. And she's going to put the fence straight out there and look at her. Good carry there. But she's hitting a good tackle there from Anderson. Ball comes back and Wairau goes the back door to Cunningham. Puts it on the boot. Finds grass. Where's it going to bounce? Is it going to go into touch? Is it going to stay in? Look at the chase from Sopawaga. She can't quite put her into touch, but Sopa gets in there. Fended off 2, 3 there. The Taranaki winger. Good work from her as they come back on this open side. 22 is the halfback in Parata. And good carry there. It's Moffat once again, finding space in this field. It was Coogan there. Good wee run from her on the number 15 for the Taranaki field. She's injected herself up well in this game when she's had the opportunity, Julia.
Yeah, absolutely. Between her and Rosie, when they've had the opportunities, they've really made the most of it, and they have managed to break through Otago's defence. Just possibly haven't had as much ball as they'd like, but exciting to watch.
So again, we see this midfield scrum set up for the Otago Spirit. Same setup they've had all game. The 2 options behind to choose what way they go. Again, dominant platform. They'll probably come to this blind side. Although you see Taranaki maybe having a wee stack here, so potentially trying to find that mismatch. Solid platform here. Cormac goes out. She finds Sopawanga. Ball in 2 hands. The wrap. Cormac, she's drifting a wee bit there, but finds Church to straighten. Church tries to get on the outside, but she can't, and gets thrown into touch. But they're going to say high tackle there. Oh, and then Mason's going to come back and just have a wee word with him about the high tackles. Pretty hard on Jamie Church there.
Yeah, she is short. We used to call her the sacrificial lamb because we used to get a lot of penalties out of her at her own expense, but no, not ideal.
Tap here, they go and finds Cahill. Cahill running hard and high into Hurley. Look at leg drive there from Cahill though. She's going to get close to that 22. Cormac gets the ball back. Can't quite find Cunningham, but finds Fitzgerald. Sopawanga tidies that up. And Lithgow on a down line there. Great run by Hannah Lithgow. Beats 3 tacklers there. So she gets tackled just outside the 22. Same way attack they go. Charlotte Vahafusawaga, she fends off 2 players there. Look at that leg drive from her. She holds number 22 there. Parata by the collar and says, you come with me, as Cunningham now gets the ball. She breaks 2 tackles. Strong second half from Cheyenne Cunningham here. 2 metres out and they go to the blind side. Hill passes on to Johnson, but a good ball and all tackle there by Parata on the edge. Just stopping that Otago Spirit attack. Actually, sorry, it was Coogan there again, the fullback. A good ball and all tackle there on Keely Johnson and just stopping that Spirit from scoring in the corner. It's got the line out here for the Feo. Throwing it in, you got Hunger. And they're going to come back on the Feo side. So they're going to find Paul Dester again. Of course they are. She's going to run straight, but look at Cheyenne Cunningham. Great tackle there and straight over the ball on Sopawanga, but can't quite get it back. Playing out to the edge they go. Oh, they've got numbers here. Can she get the offload off? Doesn't need to. Look at Coogan go. Ball in hand. She kicks on the boot. Oh, straight to Sopa though. And she's come running onto the ball. Sopa. Sasha Scott. Strong run from her. And it's just getting a wee bit scrappy here in this late in the second half as Hill, ball in 2 hands, tries to get through the contact and get the offload off. Cormac comes blindside. Can she find Gomez? Gomez in open spaces. She gave away a try in the first half, but she's not going to go away this one. Ellen Gomez is going to crash on over for the Otago Spirit. And that's going to make it 68-5 here at Tahuna Park for the Otago Spirit. And Gomez, a well-deserved try there.
Well-deserved try. As I said, really smart rugby player, but certainly gets her a lot of work. Does a lot of the grafting, but doesn't often get the glory. So cool to see her rewarded with a try.
And again for Gomez, great to see, like you said, played on the flank, played on the tight, but on an edge. We've seen her running in space. She made good metres there in that first half, and again, making the most of her role out there.
Yep, certainly. Just like any good lock, she's full of pace, so she fits right in out there with our speedy backs.
So Cunningham there, she's going to strike that one nicely. Through the post it goes. 70-5 here at Tahuna Park. Otago Spirit up over the Taranaki field. Last couple of minutes here in the Taranaki season. They want to end on a high. I'm sure Rosie Moffat here will have a competitive kick. Look for Butler or Anderson here to come on through. Straight to Hill it goes though, and Hill's going to take it down strolling again. Good carry from her. She's made metres all day as Cormac distributes to Lithgow. Steps off that right foot and taking a strong tackle there from Anderson. Good bit of intent, but unfortunately referee Mason's got the hand out for a high tackle. Play on they go. Cunningham distributes out to Sopawanga. Fasuwaga, she's going to distribute there. And look at that line from Kelly Johnson just coming on that down line. Out they go here. It's going to be Fitzgerald here. Ball in two hands and finds Hill in a hole. The lock is working good together. They've had a big 80 minutes, those two locks. Ball comes out for Cormac. Inside ball to Sopawanga. Sopawanga, can she beat them up? The fullback she can. Naomi Sopawanga, can she distribute? Gets a pass off but can't quite find Cormac, and that's going to go forward. Naomi Sopawanga there just linking in well with Cormac around that ruck there, Julia.
Yeah, couldn't quite finish that, but that was a pretty good move there. They knew, Georgia Cormac obviously knew exactly where Naomi Sopawanga was coming from, and got a good break.
So here we've got a couple of minutes to go. We've seen a bit more parity in the scrum since that turnover in the second half when that new front row came on. They'll be looking for a stamp here. Coach Bob Griffiths will be hoping that the girls here scrum right through to the 80th minute. Referee Mason just taking a bit more time out of the game. Obviously 70-5 here, Julia, but a lot of those Spirit tries coming from phases of attack that meant that Theo have been strong on D. It hasn't been as much one-way traffic as some might have thought. No,
I certainly think the scoreline doesn't reflect the battle that the Taranaki Theo have put up, and they can be proud of the fact that they've fought right through to the 80th minute.
Tight head here for the Spirit. Penalty there, yep. Cormac taps and goes. She's going to go find Vahafuswaga. She's going to step off the right foot. She sees the try line. Off she goes. And again, she gets the reward for a strong game there, Charlotte Vahafuswaga. She's had a good game. And once she gets half a gap, Julia, she only knows one way, and that's forward.
Yep, she's certainly one that's hard to stop. She joined the Otago Spirit from round 3 onwards after her return from playing sevens in Japan, so she's been certainly welcomed back home and a welcome addition back into the squad.
So this might be our last play of the game, potentially. Cheyenne Cunningham lining up the kick to make it 77-5 here. Like we said, Otago Spirit home semi-final next week against either Tasman or Taranaki. You know, still a play to go. As we just see the sun going behind a cloud. The wind seems to have died off a little bit there, Julia, but Tahuna Park, I think there might be more fixtures here in the future. Apart from the wind, it's been a stunning ground for this fixture.
Yeah, excellent venue. Probably historically had more soccer games here, but cool to get more rugby games played on this good field.
So down it goes to Cunningham. She's going to find the ball to Cormac. They're going to come to the edge early. Try score of Afasuaga. She's going to find Fitzgerald. Look at Fitzgerald go. Oh, there's going to be another wee shot there. Just a wee bit high, but play-ons are cool. Flutie steps off that left foot. Strong carry from Flutie. Tries to offload it and can't quite get it to hand, but it's going to come back on the Spirit side. Oh, and Fitzgerald, a bit of fatigue there from the lock. Wee simple mistake. It's going to come back here for a last play. It's going to be Bruff from Taranaki Theo. Number 22, that's going to be Parata there distributing out. Finds Coogan, who's been impressive in the second half. Finds again Hurley. Hurley takes it into contact there. Spirit hunting around that ruck, trying to get the ball back. Leela Hill's got her hands all over it, but they're going to say no clear release. Something. It's going to be tap and go anyway. And goes Coogan. She's been impressive, this young girl from Taranaki. I think one to watch for the future. She's off and going. But like Moffat, as she bumps off Wairau. Look at that. The wee fullback bumps off the tight head prop for the Otago Spirit. They come same way. It's going to be Paul Destra again. She's had a strong game running all day. Theo here trying to end this season on a high. Moffat shows and goes. A good offload there to the 17. That's going to be Butler. Again, Moffat. Bit of fatigue coming into the game now. Good hands though. Coogan goes blind side. Number 21. She's off and running. Can she find her way to the try? She can. Oh, that's a great way to end the season. Dunedin Northcote Whero, she's going to score the try, and that's going to be, what a way to end for the Taranaki Theo. They've fought hard all game, and they're going to get some reward for I guess playing the full 80 there today, Julia.
Yeah, exactly. That's an awesome way for them to finish the game and just gives it a little bit more of a respectable try line and shows that they really have been fighting to the 80th minute and well and truly deserve that try. There's certainly some talented backs out there.
So, I tell you what, the Taranaki Fio, what a way to end. You can't ask for a better way to end the season than scoring in the corner in the FPC. And a good play there again. You saw the fullback, Hayley Coogan, injecting herself there. And then Danica Northcote Federer just really involving herself. Awesome for her, a bit of fizz out there from the team over that try.
Yeah, they'll certainly be happy that they've been able to finish on that note, absolutely, and hopefully they can celebrate the season they've had today.
So you see the strike there from Moffat. Geez, she struck that well until then she's kicked it over. I tell you what a kick into the wind. That's going to be the final score here, folks. 77-14 here at Tahuna Park. Otago Spirit taken out over the Taranaki Fio. Score doesn't quite reflect the game. Taranaki Fio staying in the fight the whole game, strong on defence, but Otago Spirit setting themselves out well for a home semi-final next week at Forsyth Bar Stadium, Julia, against either Tasman or North Harbour.
Yeah, no, Otago certainly showed their class today and they'll be wanting to carry on that form into next season, but I think Taranaki can take a lot out of that in their season. Young team, but certainly some talented players out there, so hopefully they can stick together and build for next season.
Well, thanks for sticking with us, folks. That's round 5 wrapped up here at Tahuna Park. It's finals footy next week for the Otago.